No a já mám jít tam, že jo? Takže prvně... No vlastně tady jsem byla. Takže jdem dál už, jo. Oh my god, ticho už.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Ale do prdele. Tak se podíváme, no.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them. And they are all lies.
A přesně to takhle
Zero
vždycky.
Dawn is not a superweapons program. And it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory.
Pičouhelník.
My lies.
Pardon.
Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Byste mě nejvíc pořád jako by vrtalo hlavou, jak je na tom zbytek světa, a ne tady naše část Nevady nebo čeho a Koloráda.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Oh shit.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
It is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them.
Jsou ty
Not
další?
just people, all organic matter.
Jo, tady je
Every living
typy.
thing dissolves
Se
into
nudí zjevně.
nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied.
I can hear
The
you.
miracle of life
Jo,
reduced
můžeš mě slyšet, ty kreténe, vole, když jsem vedle tebe.
Yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That asshole. Is he here? No, Doctor.
Tak ty chlapce, chlapci. Hajzli, ne?
close to let tribal privilege stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Ticho, vole, já si poslouchám tady. Já vím, že o tom mluvil zrovna.
Want to discuss? Oof. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go. You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since.
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I just.
Kurva, kolik tady to je?
I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. Yeah. I'm sorry to say I was ever
Vážně budeš plavat asi v 20 cm vody?
Concept and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Jsem se všimla, co to má na tom rameni a té pravé ruce, to je pěkný. Tak, fajn. Poslechneme si další. Jak se máte, nově příchozí?
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging so slowly like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Ale jo, asi tu jakýsi je. Oh shit. Si pak přečtem.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we could negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium,
it was always
a skill I had been sent to negotiate. Metalogic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge is great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Dneska celkem zevlden, jak u tebe, jo, dobré. Tak, to je správné, je potřeba si odpočinout, ale taky jsem měla taky odpočinkovější. No. Ale zase jsem pohla s novinkama. Takže se to pomalu rýsuje a snad je brzy doženem.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Ahoj, Heli.
Do you even understand how few people it could
Dělala
save?
znovu Míku.
The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's
No,
the
jasně,
first thing you'd
rozumím.
abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Ale neřval v polštině. To je divný. Děkuju, děkuju.
I can't spare the weight.
A co jsi tam vymyslel, Heli, novýho, nebo si dolaďoval detaily?
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this?
To ještě
There
radši
are
projdu
people in
jednou.
Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die? We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
Aha.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me. You were brought here because of your skill set. No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
To je dobrá otázka. A nebyla zodpovězena. Dobré, tak jo. Tak jdem dál. Děkuji, chapadláku. Mám ještě jeden neveřejný. Jo, takhle. Dobře, dobře. Tak na tom si něco aktualizovala, tak. Děkuji moc. Jaký jsi měl pokec? Si to plánuju pak poslechnout z záznamu. Děkuji za hosta každopádně. Ahoj, Tagy.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Ahoj, prde.
What would such a system require?
Zdravím
At
všechny.
its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal
Děkuji
guardian,
Adamové za follow, vítej a
devoted
prý
to the
vítej v naší
refreshing
sekci,
of life.
děkuju.
We call it
Edet
Gaia,
Kore a Uberneru si zdraví.
Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core.
Děkuju taky sobě.
She will need to be
Děkuji moc.
surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities.
Nezapomínejte na Evropu.
How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world, and most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Tak to jsem nečekala.
Destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. Why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge.
Počkej, teď si přečtu něco? Nepřečtu? Dobře, to moc dlouho. Potom si to přečtu.
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
To je dobytek. Ten silence, no dobře.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what I the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
Ta hudba je boží, ne? Co je tam jednou za čas. No a jak se všichni nově příchozí máte? Jaký jste měli víkend?
Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this.
A jak jste na tom doma všichni zdraví?
Too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East, like the Congo, like Timo, like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You'll grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia.
Oh.
I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period.
48 hodin jenom? Však to bývá měsíc, ne? Ale dobře. No, doba pokročila, rozumím.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted.
Co jsi to chytla za průvan do těch vlasů, slečno?
That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
A tak ona prostě jakoby vypadá, že to v těch strojích je furt a zase se to probudí po nějaké době, no. Nebo jak to brát tu ne korupci, no prostě ten corruption, co tam je. Tak, ukaž. Oho. Co to? Co jsem to vzala? OK. Můžeme to prodat. Vidíme za co. Korupci nebrat. No prostě pár vyvolených dožívalo ještě, no, tady v těch krytech různých. Ale to maso. Jdem zpátky. Jestli trefím, ovšem. Oh my god. No, tak to udělali speciálně pro ně, to vypadá těch 48 hodin. Poberu, co můžu. No, určitě jsme někdy něco zapomněli, ještě tak já to projdu. To bylo na Death Stranding? Já jsem to asi nepochopila. Jako, vypadalo to tak... jak ta helma vlastně v tom logu, no, máš pravdu, jo, nevím, jo, ne, jo, já nevím. Co to je? Maybe. To mohli přidat, no, dodatečně, kvůli engineu. Tam něco svítilo vzadu. Jo, to je ta blbost, to je ta zbraň, jo. Jo, je to ta helma. Jo. Jsem si říkal, jo, je to podobný, no, a nebudu tomu věnovat pozornost, jako vždycky všemu. Chyba. A teď budu komentovat všechno a když se budete chytat za hlavu, co mi všechno, co připomíná. Ne.
Intruder!
Ale kde?
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Proč ne? Proč jako nemůžu umřít? Oh shit. Cítím hajzle. Ty hovado. Přestaň mě s tím mlátit. Já bych měla na ně použít ty moje zbraně občas. Tak aha, počkej. Jsem se zasekla, dobrý. Tu máš. Dobré. To jsem nechtěla, ale dobře. Pak. Hovno, chlapče. Je ten poslední. Dobře, no. Takhle. To bylo divný. Proč já se nehýluju těma lahavičkama, když je pak můžu lutovat, sakr. Byl to Ridus. Asi měl donášku kolem, ano. Po cestě. Ne, to neberu už, ale už mě s tím sereš, fakt.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a
Nezdar Taťka se vrátil, ale co pak? Kde jsi vlastně byl? Už jsem to zapomněla pravděpodobně. S mou úžasnou pamětí. Tam půjdem. Ale prvně tady ještě nahoře. Houbičky berem. Jdete na bose? Jsem tam přidala, nejsem, já jsem to odignorovala úplně. Jo, přidala, ježiši, fakt to říkám, no, paměť akvarijní rybičky.
Not too much already.
Joj.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute and just going down the checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor. Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero dawn? No, ma'am.
Ten Travis je vadnej. Už teď ho nemám ráda.
Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate.
Kill me.
You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn?
Rybičkovej řídíš, cože? Já mám dobře. Jo, ten feudal Aloy, jo. Hráli jste to někdo? Já zatím ne. Třeba někdy se k tomu dostaneme. Nevím hovořit.
Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Soubet? Christina Soubet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the new materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair.
Hej, Mílo, dneska to Martě není, ale chodí teďka často, takže ho asi zastihneš zítra nebo tak. Tak jdem. Ale ne.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Aha. Děkuju pěkně, vole. Počkej, já koukám blbě, ale... Ne, to doleva je, tohle taky. Tohle dolů a tohle doprava.
Done.
Hell
I
yeah.
should check the door nearby.
Jinak tu nic není už. Tady možná cesta ven, nevím dál. Podíváme se, kam to vede. Ale prosím tě, Mílo. Hledejš mu. Aha.
Found one. Looks intact.
Můžu dolů rovnou? Asi jo, co by ne. Tak.
Looks like that part I found upstairs might be here. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
To je vzhůru nohama, že? Takže dolů. Doleva. Ne, ty kráva blbá. Kdo to řek? Se omlouvám. Nahoru. Doprava a dolů.
That did it. Door should have power.
Hell yeah.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Tak, co bych to mohla oskenovat ještě? jsou ty dveře. Tohle jsem neposlouchala.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Pekelný domeček mě zase nepozdravil. Z toho budeš taky bulet jako krokodýl? Dobrý, tady asi už nemá cenu být, tak jdeme teda zpátky, nebo co? A je.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
I'll take her head. The buried shadow demands.
To je hajzl. Ty hajzle. Naštěstí mi teda nic neubral, jo, ale vím, že jsme oba neschopní, jak veverky. Nevím, proč veverky. Neptejte se mě. Taky. Prej, vyhni se kontaktu, aha. Jep. Taky to tak vidím. Já jsem dávala heal. Tak nic. Rukolíba. Koule to vystihla. Pardele už. Hudbou klidní se, jo? Kde to žiješ? Oh yeah. Aha, on to chytil, nebo co se stalo? Oh yeah. K čemu to tam došlo? Už to není úplně jakoby nejlepší nápad zrovna tady tímhle tady se napadat, ale... Nehaj se. Zrovna v takovém prostředí plném elektroniky a záloh. Jestli se to tak dá pokládat, asi ano. Co je to tady? Napravdu. Jdou další nebo? Jep. Aha, nerozumím. Čekaj, kikin. Proč vidím ty vole? Doufujeme, že tam je. Jo, je tam. A netrefím ho po druhý domů, ne? Hovno. Hovno. Hovno, vole, kurva. Umři. nedělej to. Tak. Ticho. Bez blbých řečí.
That's the last of them. Or not.
Or not. To byl blbej nápad. Oh shit. Teď začala chutvat, jo, tak jede. Tak jo. To je dobrý soundtrack, ale. Mají co?
For a moment anyway.
Ještě někdo přijde určitě. Ale tohle, teď máme čas se tady nalutit. Měla se tato hra jmenovat Readus Dawn. Koule je dotčena. To nevadí, já nejdu výtahem. Co jsem nějaký casual? Loot má vždy přednost, přesně tak. Přesně tak. To mám jít, tam nejdu ještě, tam nejdu. Běž. Tak, jak tady na tom jsme? Dveře, blbost, dveře. Nahoru chci, nahoru. Puste tam tu repulzivku. Vylezeš tady potom, pochybuju. Proč nemáme naši zbraň spray, aby jsme vyskákali, kde chceme? Ok, no, tak tam bude muset jít, no. Nemluv tak přes nos, furt. No, co se dá dělat? Oh, shit. Ne! No, dobře.
As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots.
Povidej, fialová paní.
Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere.
Počkej, ona na mě vrhá stín, jo?
Time to get started. Let's do this.
Vrhá na mě stín, že jo?
Which part?
Nebo co to sakra bylo?
It's a little technical in places.
To je divný.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
A derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
V skutku. Steam? Jsem Steam. Full Steam. Taky chcete mít full Steam? Tak přímo psala Elizabeth. Tak. A kouknem, co tu je.
I've seen these shapes before.
Huš.
In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Moje. Moje. Jedině moje. Huš. Tak, teda hop, jsem chtěla říct.
Can't be too prepared.
Nope, tam ještě nejde. Neomlaď si hlavu, prosím tě. Nějaký e-mail. To by Lorde, nebo Ori, já už nevím, jak ti říkávám. Obě jména můžou být. Pěkný večer. Tam byla krysa? Ne, to je ta zbraň, ty vole. Já jsem taky krysa už, ale fakt. No já chci nějak nahoru, že jo? A ty aktivuju to samé zase, že jo?
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Margot Shan, and
No,
this
yeah,
is
tak čau.
Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and
Já
lots of
chci
robots.
nahoru.
Her personal form. Except it's
No
not
to půjde, to obejde mě.
So like, you probably
Ori
noticed that
postačí,
only...
dobře. Jo, tak tady mám. Fajn. Nic tady není schovaného? Dobře. Hello. Tady můžu skenovat přes sklo, no promiňte.
I think this is it.
Klid.
Elizabeth Sobek's office.
Klid.
But it's sealed off.
Nevzrušuj se.
There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Jaj.
More clips.
Careful now.
I'm not here. OK. Stejně nemáme na výběr. Se to pode mnou propadne tady, to bude žůžo. Já chci prozkoumat ty kanceláře tam, ale... Tam asi dojdem teprve, no.
Welcome to Apollo.
Ticho. Ticho, Apollo. Nevyzrazuj mě.
I am Samina Ebaji.
Oh, bože.
Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative
To nikoho nezajímá, pokračuj.
Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transfer and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome.
Zakladám výzvu projít celý Horizon tímhle způsobem. No dobře. Kolik je zettabyte? Hodně dat, hodně a ještě víc. Tak, půjdeme tady dolů. Orion. What is happening here? Tak. Na něho hlavně nevidím, jako jo. Tam je asi nějaká zeď. Dobře. Vím, kolik je 0 bytes. Dobře. Co jsi říkal? Že nic nevidíš? To je ale divný. Zjebný. Oh shit! Když mi tam vběhnul ten druhý. Tak jo, ještě někdo? Hovedo. Ne, štuj! Štuj na tom místě, ty zmetku.
What should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Prej lovkyně strojů, ne. Vražetkyně lidí. Ale ti už zjevně nejsou zas tak vzácnou jako formou života, takže... Ne. To zase není tak horký. Tak, opravdu, co to je? Ale prvně si odskočím. Hned jsem tu. Zase nefungují zkratky. Jo, a mně se zase vypnula krvač. Proč? Já vždycky zapínám při streamu a hovno z toho. Tak po streamu ho budu zapínat, nebo co? Hned jsem tu.